Right. So preparing for a post-COVID market, and the word I selected carefully because I don't know if we're gonna ever be in a post-COVID world, but we have a different market now, and things are changing and things are evolving, and so we had Zach's story on a couple weeks ago, and we kind of ended with this point. So we thought we'd dive in and give you three scenarios, three things to consider as things begin to open up. People are looking to interact. I mean, in some respects, we're going back to the old school days. People want to interact with people face to face. They're tired of being locked in, and most people tired of being secluded and locked down, and whatever the case is. So, whatever you were doing before with pop buys, I would start getting them back again. It's okay to pop by now. It's okay to leave something on somebody's front door or whatever the case is. Drop-ins. I've been spending hours last week just cleaning up my CRM and going back to now. Okay, I now feel comfortable enough reaching out to my clients and going, hey, let's go get breakfast. Let's go get lunch. Let's go do happy hours. Let's do golf. Because at the end of the day, this business is about relationships. We had to go virtual for a little over a year, but people are hungry to get back into building face-to-face relationships again. So for me, it's just going through your CRM, going through your sphere of influence, and start connecting on a face-to-face level.
Yeah, I mean, we all feel the same way, right? I mean, the first time we were, didn't feel bad about going over to somebody's house and, and having dinner because we'd been locked up for so long. Well, yeah, the society is opening up and they're more willing now. And everybody kind of has, well, many people still have that same philosophy, which is, I can't wait to just have you come over. I can't wait to just go to happy hour somewhere. I can't wait to just, do all these different things. And so it's very, very important. And, and again, it's one of those things where the consumer's never been in a position where they've been happier to see you in person than they are right now. So a lot of that reluctance to you knocking on the door and saying, hey, hi, or hey, would you like to go, grab a bite, or can I stop by? In the past, it's always been considered as an interruption, and many agents have allowed that bad philosophy to get in your head that prevents you from doing it. But let me tell you right now, the people are starving for that.
They're starving for it. And then I would put group events, I think, are in again. I would limit it. I wouldn't necessarily do a big, giant, huge group event. You still got to be conscious and aware of the day and times. But housewarming parties, I think, are back in. We've got a list of people. It's going to be very, very, very expensive summer for us because we've got a list of buyers that we've now got to make up, for doing these housewarming parties. But have conversations with your clients, about comfort and size and how many people they're willing to have in the house, and make sure that you follow a very successful housewarming strategy. If it's not enough just to pay for dinner and have a bunch of people come, and you have not figured out how you're going to collect people's personal data, then you're just throwing money out the door. Small networking events, I think, we're going to start to kick some of those up, and client appreciation events. A lot of agents are having conversations now about later on the spring, summer, or fall of what do these client appreciation events look like. So I wouldn't be shy from doing group events, but you need to be careful and you need to take the temperature of your clients and, be conscious of it.
Yeah. And looking back, Mike, you brought something up, which was, last year we didn't do it. Now, we're doing it again. And it was part of our value proposition prior to COVID hitting. You were almost in a way kind of obligated to make sure the people that we sold last year can experience that same social aspect that we normally give to everybody. But go back and even to people that you sold last year and say to them, hey, I know it's a year later, but how'd you like us to throw a party for you and your friends?
And I think they're hungry.
And they're hungry for that.
Yeah. Third thing is, and more just kind of a warning advice, is keep in mind people are still concerned.
That's true.
I mean, it's not the same as it was. So you have to be very conscious of people's opinions and their feelings. If they are not comfortable doing interaction or whatever the case is, fine. Keep your opinions to yourself. We learned through the the election that Facebook's not changing people's minds, right? And so people have strong opinions about COVID. Some people still feel very strongly about, not interacting or wearing masks and so forth. And if you're working with people that feel that way and you feel the opposite, just keep your opinions to yourself. But still ask. I still, anytime I go on a listing appointment or I meet with some new buyers, I'm always asking, where your comfort level is with masks. Do you want me to wear a mask? And so forth, and let them feel safe and I'll let them make that choice. And some people still want to wear the mask, and some people still want me to wear a mask when I walk into their home. Could be COVID or just could be I'm just disgusting. Still use hand sanitizer. Always let them see you wearing hand sanitizer or putting on hand sanitizer, have hand sanitizer for them. And again, just remember, they may not agree with your opinions. At the end of the day, it's about putting food on your table and making money, and keep your opinions to yourself.
Yeah, you know what? And to be quite honest, if you're going backwards, like you're going to look at last year's closings as well, and you want to kind of make up, you're not in a position to do all these open houses and housewarming parties, not open houses, but housewarming parties you potentially could do, and all these events. It's going to, unless it was less personal by doing larger groups. But to your point, Mike, that's maybe not it. So be respectful of the people. Just ask them, and the ones that do want to do it, that are willing to allow you to have that housewarming party, then that's the person that you go, because it's a path of least resistance.